Hey, what's going on? It's Wilgram13, the Gorilla Gamer. Thanks for coming. We got a pickup video here for the month of April/May. Since April, I didn't really find too much, so I didn't want to just show you a couple of common games that I really had no nostalgic connection to. So, let's move on, and these are in no order. These are just basically in a stack of different things I found. And this goes through, I would say, since about maybe the end of April to now. So let's get started. First off, I found, with the manual in a case, Robo Warrior by Jalico. I remember this was one of those games that I remember renting as a kid, you know, on that Friday night, you're done with school and your parents let you rent a game. Back, it might be before some of you remember, but you rented a game, and the cover looks awesome. It's got a robot with a machine gunner with a laser blaster, and it says Robo Warrior, and everything. The game really, it's a mediocre game. It's kind of a puzzle game, actually, if I'm remembering right, but I picked this up for less than $1, I believe. So, and this I got at a thrift store somewhere in my travels. Today I found at a Goodwill in the VHS section. I can't implore you enough to, when you go to Goodwill, check the VHS. 90% of the time there may just be VHS tapes, but that 10% you might find a Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, and it's complete and in excellent condition. It has the manuals, map, the cardboard layout, and everything. And this, of course, gets a lot of heat because it was Final Fantasy USA, because the Japanese dumbed down Final Fantasy for us stupid Americans. But it's still a pretty good game. I like it, and I usually play it around once a year just to get back to my simplistic roots. At the same place, this was in a bin at that Goodwill. I found a copy of Final Fantasy and the book, the guidebook. And this game I adore. I've beaten it probably 3 times in my lifetime, but again, I always go back to play this game. Man, I can remember my summer of '88. I probably spent the whole summer to this game. And Dragon Warrior, because it became free with a Nintendo Power. Well, not free, but it was free with a subscription, almost a prescription of Nintendo. But anyway, found Jungle Book at a Goodwill, and this was half off, so it was $1. Normally it would have been $2, but it was $1, and I played it. It reminds me a lot of Aladdin for the Super Nintendo. Maybe even the Genesis one a little, where you throw the apples. On this one you throw maybe bananas or something. But not a bad platformer. It really reminds me a lot of, say, a little bit of Jurassic Park with the other game I mentioned. Can't remember what it was right now. Aladdin. Then, at that Goodwill that I found Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, I found Ultima, and Ultima Exodus it's different. It's kind of like Final Fantasy, but when I was a kid and I played this was another rental. But this one I actually liked, but this is the other side of the spectrum where you rented it on a weekend, and a weekend is not long enough to play Ultima. Just wasn't. But once you finally got into the groove of things, it was a really good RPG. Still recommend it. That was $1. All of those were $1. This one was $1 as well, and it's Final Fantasy II. And it's fully boxed, comes with, I want to open this. Ow, I hit myself in the nuts. Ooh. Snap. Snap. It goes right to your stomach. Right there. Jesus. But I found Final Fantasy II, which is 4. Ooh. It's amazing how something can make you want to vomit and defecate at the same time. Whew, gnarly. Anyway, found this. It was in the VHS tapes as well. Final Fantasy II. I about shit myself in the store when I seen that. I picked these two up at a retail store a couple weeks ago. That's new. Outlaw Games in my area. And I picked up Superman, Sunsoft game, for the Sega Genesis. It's actually pretty good. Picked that up for, I think I spent about $4.99 for that one. It was at a retail store. Then for $7.99, I bought Sword of Vermilion. It came with a case. It was a Nintendo 64 plastic case. and Sword of Vermilion and the Sword of Vermilion hint book. Gotta have the hint book on this game. You really don't, but it helps, and it's loaded with really awesome graphics and maps. It's full color, very cool, and it even has a sticker on the back that says it was from a library. Then my wife went to a Goodwill and called me. She was out scouting for me, and she called me up and was asking me about a bunch of PlayStation 2 games and Xbox games, and these are the ones I got, and these were all $3 a piece. Picked up another copy of Halo 2. It's complete. I think my other one is a greatest hits or something. Then I picked up I have on PlayStation 2, but I wanted the Xbox version because I like to see the differences. That's my weird, that's just something weird about me. I like to compare like GameCube, PS2. I don't know. That's what I do. But Enter the Matrix. Not a stellar game, but it is kind of fun if you're a Matrix fan. How you get to kind of go in the Matrix and slow stuff down, we got Spider-Man 2. The reason I got this one was because I like swinging around New York. I like that Superman. They gave an open world, kind of like Grand Theft Auto, where you can just explore New York and swing from building to building. It's really a lot of fun, and it's an underlooked game because it's by Activision, and people probably are just like, oh, it's just a movie adaptation. When this one, actually, they went a little beyond the movie and went into the normal, the canon of the comic books. Tekken Tag complete. This is for the PS2. I don't know why I opened it, to show you it had a manual. This game, I love Tekken Tag for the PS2. Great game. I got this one because I never heard of it. I have it, but I played Tony Hawk's Pro Skater from the PlayStation 1 to the Dreamcast, which I think is probably my favorite just for some reason. But this is Tony Hawk 2X. I don't know yet what the differences are. It just says they've added stuff. So I got it just to see what the hubbub was, bub. Then I found this one. My wife was stoked on this one because she loves the series. And I really haven't played it too much, but it's Oddworld Munch's Odyssey for the OG GameCube. What I played of it, I liked it. It's a platformer kind of. It's really cool, and they just come out with it on the PS4. So if you can't find this for a couple bucks, go get the PS4 one. I'm sure it's HD and just balls to the wall. This one I found because I have the 3DO, I've got the 3DO Casper, and this is, I love weird platforming games like this, and it's by TDK, which they did the original, believe it or not, and it's Casper, Spirit Dimensions, and, these weird little games are the ones that I love for PS2, and the PS1 had them too, but some of these games aren't bad, and for what I played of it, it's actually a lot of fun. I found this one because, man, these next two just show my inner redneck, and that is Ford Racing 3. Yeah, man, you get to go and race a bunch of different Fords. Found on Russian Dump. I'm joking. That's the acronym for Ford that I was told when I was a kid because my dad was a big Chevy fan. So he was always like, yeah, Ford stands for Found on Road Dead. I don't care, man. It's got 4 wheels, steering wheel. I'm good to go. Like this one. IHRA Drag Racing. Nothing but attitude, buddy. Yeah, it just got nothing but attitude, and it came with a little pouch of those dip, the little dip pouches. It was tucked in here, but I already used it when I played it because I was drag racing and chawing and spitting. Then I found a Sega Nomad, and just to show you that it works, I will throw in, I don't know, say RBI 4. Yeah, throw in that. Hey, watch this. And there we go. I don't know if you can see it from here, but there you have it. It's got a battery pack and everything, and I got this for $20 in a bin with this other thing that I'm really stoked about. And here it is right behind me. And that is a boxed power-based converter. Oh man, and it's not just only boxed, it came boxed and it's got the manual and the little core thing you put around the cable. I just can't remember the name of those things. But then I got a couple of new games, and the new ones I got, just a couple, was Dark Souls 3. Man, this game's whooping my butt, but I'm level 25 and I'm finally getting out of High Lorthic's tower. I'm getting there. Then I picked up Star Fox Zero, and it came with Star Fox Guard. It's hard to say. Star Fox Guard. I didn't even play that one yet, but Star Fox, good game. My most amazing thing is that I took it out of the box and put it in the game, in the Wii U, and it started right up. It didn't even update. I forgot what that was like. I'm still shocked as hell about that it wasn't broken. Nintendo really can release some quality stuff sometimes, and that shows with Star Fox Zero. So colorful, very immersive, a little different with the motion controls because on some parts you have to use them, but you can turn them off for the most part. Good game, and I highly recommend it if you have a Wii U. I picked up a couple controllers. I picked up another Super NES controller. It's always good to find a controller, especially when it's $3. If you can find one for $3, that's like, just get it. Yeah, even if you can give it to a buddy or something, they're great to have. And I picked up a Wavebird with, it's on my GameCube, but the little receiver. I picked up another Wavebird. I'm trying to get 4. I've got 3 now. So I picked that up, and that was $3 as well at a Goodwill. So anyway, I think that's about all the crap that I've collected for this month. And next month, I will be doing a bunch of Game Boy games that I found. And I also was able to find a really good lot of PlayStation 1 games that I'm excited to show you. Because I really do have a personal connection with the PlayStation 1. I bought it on launch. And the Game Boy, my parents bought me one in 87, or 88, 89, I believe. I can't remember, geez. But it was around then, and I took it on a trip up north, and I remember being able to play during the day, and at night it was worthless. I didn't have a flashlight or a lighter, trying to play Super Mario Land. But anyway, we'll get into those next time, and just want to let you guys know I'm doing a podcast with a couple of really good guys, John from Gaming Through the Decades, and Cliff, the Southern Star Gamer. They're a couple of good guys. We all have differing opinions, and which all melds together in our podcast, The Cartridge Connection. So do a search on YouTube and check that out, and subscribe, and see if you like it. It's just 3 dudes talking video games, retro to modern. It's a lot of fun, and we had a lot of fun doing this, our first episode. So I really would like you to go take a look if you have time. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you here in hopefully another couple weeks or sooner with some other type of video, just until I can get some more stuff for another good video. So anyway, I talked enough, talked fast, got through this. Peace. We'll talk to you later, guys. Have fun.